The trouble with most of us is that we would rather be ruined by praise than saved by criticism. Norman Vincent Peale. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the AP podcast show. Today's date is October 24th, 2023, and once again, I'm your host, Aiden Pham. On episode 5, we'll be diving into the topic of how do we effectively handle criticism and feedback? Whether in our careers, relationships, or personal lives, there will always be situations where we will receive criticism or feedback from our friends, family, or colleagues. But do we do it with an open mind, or do we instantly shut down when it happens? Some of the reasons why we may not want to listen could be related to our resilience to change, the perceived attack to our self image, and maybe some of our own insecurities. In my own experiences, ego and pride have always been the biggest reasons why I struggle with handling criticism and feedback. I often have a natural response to protect my self esteem and what I think to be right. When my boss or colleagues give me a suggestion to do something differently, the first thing I think about is that I did something wrong, often leading to defensive barriers to deflect any feedback that contradicts my own self perception. Even now, I'm still learning how to view criticism in a new light, instead of interpreting it as a personal failing. How about for you? Please share your own experiences through a comment as well. Alright, let's now look at some strategies to effectively handle criticism and feedback. Number 1. Keep an open mind. Learn to approach feedback without preconceived judgments or resistance. It involves being receptive to different viewpoints and willing to consider that you might need to make changes. This attitude enables you to see feedback as an opportunity for growth and improvement rather than a threat. Number 2, listen actively. Active listening means not only hearing the words, but also paying close attention to the tone, body language, and context of the feedback. Asking questions to clarify the feedback shows that you genuinely care about understanding the other person's perspective, which can lead to more productive and constructive feedback conversations. 3. Avoid defensiveness. Remember to separate your sense of self-worth from the feedback you receive. Instead of becoming defensive or taking feedback personally, focus on the specific actions or behaviors that are being discussed. Recognize that feedback is about helping you improve, not attacking your character. 4. Express gratitude. Always acknowledge the effort and courage it takes for someone to provide feedback by thanking the feedback provider. You show appreciation for their input, which can encourage more open and honest communication in the future. It also demonstrates your willingness to accept feedback as a gift rather than as criticism. 5. Reflect privately. After receiving feedback, it's essential to take some time for private reflection. This allows you to process the feedback, consider its validity, and understand how it might fit into your overall self-improvement goals. Reflecting privately helps you to avoid reacting impulsively and gives you space to plan your response. And finally, 6. Seek a second opinion. Consult with a trusted colleague or friend when you're uncertain about the feedback you've received. They can provide an outside perspective and help you gauge the fairness and accuracy of the feedback. It's a valuable step in understanding whether the feedback is isolated or part of a broader pattern of behaviors. Overall, the journey of managing feedback is a dynamic one, rooted in self-awareness and a commitment to changing preconceived patterns or behaviors. By embracing the right attitude and approach, feedback becomes a powerful driver for new growth. To end today's show, let's reflect by asking ourselves 3 questions. What are some of the underlying beliefs or insecurities that may influence how I handle criticism? What emotions arise when I receive criticism, and how do I typically manage them? Am I open to different perspectives and ideas? Or do I resist feedback that contradicts my own views? Please let me know your answers in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and please do share it with a friend or family member. Of course, I also want to wish everyone a life full of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. Until next time, stay inspired, stay motivated, and always keep forging your path to the best version of yourself. See you again soon.